Your mind is a two-part system with extraordinary power. The conscious mind, analytical, willful, and logical, is merely the surface. The subconscious mind beneath is the true powerhouse, controlling your body's functions, storing all your memories, and most importantly, turning your dominant beliefs into physical reality. This isn't speculation, but a practical reality that explains why some people consistently attract success while others remain trapped in cycles of failure. Your subconscious operates like perfectly fertile soil. It doesn't care what seeds you plant, but will faithfully grow whatever thoughts, beliefs, and expectations you feed it. Everything in your life right now, your health, finances, relationships, and achievements, reflects what's been programmed into this invisible but all-powerful mental force. The revolutionary truth? You can consciously reprogram this mechanism. Most people live their entire lives letting random experiences, cultural messages, and childhood conditioning dictate their subconscious programming. They don't realize they're surrendering the most powerful creative force in their lives to accident and default. But you don't have to. Think of your mind like this. Your conscious mind is the gardener deciding what to plant. Your subconscious is the soil that automatically grows whatever seeds it receives. For years, you've been planting seeds, often unintentionally, of limitation, fear, inadequacy, and scarcity. Then you've wondered why these qualities keep manifesting in your life, despite your conscious desires for something better. The subconscious can be systematically reprogrammed using specific techniques. Your subconscious responds primarily to emotion-backed images, not just words. This explains why simply repeating positive phrases often fails. When you combine clear mental pictures with genuine feelings, you create powerful impressions that your subconscious accepts as instructions. The best times to reprogram your subconscious are when your analytical mind is temporarily relaxed, particularly just before sleep and upon waking. During these twilight states, new programming enters more directly. Your subconscious processes everything literally and doesn't differentiate between positive and negative commands. When you worry intensely about what you don't want, you're actually programming your subconscious to create exactly that. This explains why fearful people often manifest precisely what they fear most. Here's how to apply these principles to transform specific areas of your life. Your subconscious controls every cell and function in your body. It can heal conditions that conscious medicine struggles with when properly directed. A woman with severe heart disease who was deemed too weak for necessary surgery began visualizing a renowned heart specialist successfully treating her heart each night before sleep. She imagined the procedure in vivid detail, feeling the relief and gratitude of being healed. Within 3 months, her condition improved so dramatically that surgery was no longer needed. The technique is straightforward but powerful. Relax completely, preferably just before sleep when your subconscious is most receptive. Visualize yourself with perfect health. See yourself engaging in activities that would be impossible with your current condition. Feel the emotions of freedom, gratitude, and vitality. Mentally hear a respected authority, like a doctor, confirming your perfect health. Fall asleep holding this mental image and emotional state. Upon waking, repeat this process before rising. This works because your subconscious accepts these vivid impressions as instructions and begins mobilizing your body's innate healing capabilities accordingly. It's not replacing medical treatment, but enhancing it by activating your body's remarkable self-healing abilities. Your financial situation directly reflects your subconscious beliefs about money. Most people struggle financially not because of external circumstances, but because they harbor limiting subconscious programming like, money is scarce and hard to come by. Rich people are greedy or corrupt. I don't deserve abundance. Making money requires struggle and sacrifice. A sales executive who consistently underperformed despite extensive knowledge realized he had absorbed his father's belief that wealthy people are dishonest. This unconscious association between success and immorality caused him to self-sabotage. Once he recognized and replaced this programming with the understanding that wealth could come through ethical service to others, his performance skyrocketed, eventually making him the company's top producer. The reprogramming technique. Identify your limiting money beliefs by examining your family's attitudes about wealth and your emotional reactions to money situations. Create a clear mental image of your desired financial state, not just numbers, but the lifestyle and freedom it represents. Each night before sleep, visualize yourself already enjoying this financial reality. See yourself checking accounts with abundant balances, receiving unexpected income, and living generously. Add strong emotion. Feel the security, gratitude, and joy this abundance brings. Throughout the day, catch negative money thoughts and immediately replace them with your new programming. Remember, you're not trying to get money, but rather to change your relationship with abundance itself. Your subconscious will then guide you toward opportunities, ideas, and actions aligned with your new programming. Your relationship experiences directly reflect your self-concept. Your subconscious projects your beliefs about yourself onto others and attracts people who match those expectations. If you secretly feel unworthy of love, you'll attract partners who reinforce this belief through neglect or mistreatment. A woman who experienced a series of failed relationships with emotionally unavailable men discovered she harbored a deep subconscious belief that she didn't deserve love, originating from childhood emotional neglect. By consistently reprogramming her subconscious with the conviction that she was deeply lovable and deserving of commitment, she transformed her relationship patterns. Within a year, she attracted a partner who naturally provided the love and commitment she had programmed herself to expect. The technique for relationship transformation. Identify patterns in your relationship history. These reveal your subconscious programming. Create a mental movie of yourself experiencing the type of relationship you desire, with specific details about how you're treated, the emotional climate, and the mutual respect you share. Feel the emotions of being in this relationship: security, joy, appreciation, and connection. Before sleep, imagine a specific scene that represents this ideal relationship, experiencing it as if already real. During daily interactions, act from the assumption that you are deeply lovable and worthy of respect. This works because others unconsciously respond to your self-concept. When you truly reprogram your beliefs about your worthiness and what you'll accept, people naturally begin treating you differently. Professional success depends less on skills than on your subconscious self-image. Many highly talented people remain underemployed because their subconscious doesn't identify with greater success. A talented but overlooked employee consistently visualized himself in a leadership role, mentally rehearsing successful presentations and feeling the confidence of being respected by colleagues. He imagined congratulatory conversations about his promotion and felt genuine gratitude for this new position. Within 3 months, a reorganization created an unexpected leadership opening for which he was selected, despite previously being passed over for similar opportunities. The career advancement process. Create a detailed mental image of yourself already in your desired professional position, performing with excellence and confidence. Mentally rehearse specific scenarios, important meetings, presentations, negotiations, seeing yourself handling them with remarkable skill. Feel the emotions of satisfaction, confidence, and gratitude for this professional achievement. Just before sleep, review your workday from this elevated professional identity, mentally correcting any actions that didn't align with your desired self-image. In daily work, Act from the assumption that you already possess the qualities associated with your desired position. Your subconscious reprogramming creates subtle but powerful changes in your communication, decision-making, and presence that others notice, often before you do. Opportunities and recognition naturally follow these internal changes. The mental cinema method. Create a detailed mental movie of your desired outcome. Include all sensory elements, what you see, hear, feel, even smell and taste in this new reality. Play this mental movie regularly with full emotional involvement. The multisensory nature of this technique creates powerful impressions on your subconscious. The authority voice technique. Your subconscious responds strongly to perceived authority. After relaxing deeply, imagine hearing an authoritative figure, doctor, mentor, respected expert, confidently affirming that you already possess whatever you're trying to manifest. The subconscious often accepts external validation more readily than self-affirmation. The before-sleep writing method. Just before bed, write a detailed letter from your future self, describing the wonderful changes that have occurred since your subconscious was reprogrammed. Write in past tense, expressing gratitude for specific improvements that have already happened. This combines the power of the twilight state with the focusing effect of writing. The question technique. Rather than making statements, ask empowering questions that presuppose your desired outcome. Why do I attract such wonderful opportunities so easily? How did I become so healthy so quickly? Why do I consistently make wise financial decisions? Your subconscious automatically works to answer whatever questions you repeatedly ask it. The identity shift method. Instead of affirming that you'll get something, affirm that you are the type of person who naturally experiences it. Rather than "I will get healthy," use "I am a vibrantly healthy person." This subtle shift reprograms at the identity level, which creates more profound change than outcome-based programming. If you're applying these techniques without results, you're likely experiencing one of these common blocks. Emotional contradiction. You're affirming one thing while feeling the opposite. Since emotion powers subconscious acceptance, this contradiction nullifies your efforts. Solution. Generate genuine positive emotion by starting with smaller, more believable versions of your goals until authentic feeling accompanies your affirmations. Inadequate mental images. Vague or abstract images create weak impressions. Solution. Make your mental pictures as detailed and sensory-rich as possible, as if creating a high-definition movie of your desired reality. Inconsistent practice. Reprogramming requires repetition until the new pattern becomes dominant. Occasional practice can't overcome years of contrary programming. Solution. Schedule non-negotiable daily sessions for at least 30 days without exception. Impatience. Demanding immediate manifestation creates anxiety that blocks receptivity. Solution. Trust the process and focus on the feeling of gratitude for changes already underway, releasing attachment to specific timeframes. Counterproductive mental diet. What you consume through media, conversations, and environment either supports or undermines your reprogramming. Solution. Consciously limit exposure to influences that reinforce old programming, while increasing exposure to content that normalizes your desired outcomes. Your subconscious doesn't just affect your behavior and body, it interfaces with the quantum field itself. Modern physics has confirmed that observation affects quantum particles, suggesting consciousness influences physical reality at the most fundamental level. This explains why subconscious reprogramming sometimes creates seemingly coincidental opportunities and synchronicities that couldn't possibly result from mere behavioral changes. By shifting your dominant thoughts and emotions, you're literally changing your resonance with potential realities in the quantum field. The practical application of this understanding is profound. Approach your reprogramming not just as psychological self-improvement, but as adjusting your energetic signature in the universe. This perspective increases your emotional investment in the process, which in turn strengthens the impression made on your subconscious. The ultimate practice isn't just visualizing a new future, but living from the assumption that your desired state is already your reality. When you wake each morning, mentally step into the identity of your ideal self. Ask yourself, how would the healthy, wealthy, successful, loved version of me approach this day? What would they focus on? How would they carry themselves? This isn't pretending, but recognizing that your essential self exists beyond current circumstances. By consciously embodying your reprogrammed identity throughout your day, you create congruence between your conscious actions and subconscious beliefs, accelerating the manifestation process dramatically. Your subconscious mind is the most powerful creative mechanism you'll ever access. It's been working perfectly all along, faithfully manifesting according to your programming. The quality of your life reflects not your worth or capability, but simply the quality of your subconscious instructions up to this point. The choice before you is clear. Will you continue allowing random input, cultural conditioning, and past experiences to program this remarkable power by default? Or will you take conscious control, deliberately installing the beliefs, expectations, and self-concepts that align with your deepest desires? Your life will answer that question one way or another.